Sorry about that, guys. I have no idea what happened. I have no idea why I got bumped off. Apparently, I have no idea what happened there. All I did was unmute and turn my camera on, and the next thing I know, my Zoom is converting. So if I did not answer your question, please retype it, and I will try. I only got a few more minutes. The kids are coming over. They haven't seen me in almost a week, but I will answer as many questions as I can in the next 20 minutes. So, how can one relax an overactive amygdala? Breathing techniques, color breathing and breathing techniques. Again, usually what happens when the amygdala is overactive, the vagus nerve needs to be sedated. So breathing and posture, specifically color breathing, and alternating nostril breathing, probably the best approach. If you were to recommend books for NLP, which might they be? I think The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to NLP is probably a good one to start with. Anything, all of Bandler's stuff is good. Anything by John Seymour is really good. Those would be the places I'd start. Antron Petty says, hey Dave, I have the killer influence for 6 months now, and I keep stopping when I get to the first exercises. What is happening inside of me that's stopping me from progressing? You probably have some blocks about the either the effectiveness or the ethics of the material. The things that tend to stop people most are fear it won't work and fear it will. So I would start doing the transformational triad and start magic framing the reasons behind why you keep stopping. Creative Raven, can you shed some light on differences in male and female communication? Oh, I could spend days on that. Can you give me a bit of a more targeted question, because that's such a vague question. I could talk about a lot of different things. Court Curtis says, I know you addressed ayahuasca, but how do you feel about the various forms of psychedelic therapy in vogue? I am not a fan of psychedelics, and that's because I'm old school. But I do believe that when used properly by individuals who are well trained, they can be very, very effective for people. I don't advocate it for myself. I would recommend that you have a pretty solid background in hypnosis or self-hypnosis, self-directed trance work specifically, if you're going to experiment with psychedelics. And certainly don't begin that work on your own. So, Anthony Caruso says, you've mentioned Golden Path before. Are there any ways to have a better idea of how to know what yours is? Yeah, what lights you up? What gives you energy? What are the things you pay to do? What are the things you love to do when you were a kid that everybody said you could never make money at, or you shouldn't do, or shut you down for? Those are all things that pull your spirit into your body, and anything that pulls your spirit into your body is part of your Golden Path. That's the quick and dirty. Get Smart says, I love the shirt. Where'd you get it? Believe it or not, I got it on Amazon. Amazon is my friend. Written communication, particularly how men hear or need to be spoken to, and the same for women. The biggest thing to understand when dealing with communication between men and women is that men are very linear. They do what they do because of something else. But women assign meanings to everything that men say and do. And so when a man is communicating with a woman, he has to think, what meaning is she going to derive from what I'm saying and doing? If you start to understand things from that perspective, then you can actually customize and restructure your communication so that you get the inferences that she wants to have, right? Ladies, you need to stop overthinking male communication. Men are very linear. When men say, I did X because of Y, that's literally all there is to it. There's no hidden meaning behind what they did. And so the minute you simplify that and work from it, that's one of the ways that you can start to blow away a lot of misunderstandings. But we go through a lot of this kind of communication stuff in Attraction Mastery, Soulmate Secrets, and Rapid Attraction Secrets, and Killer Influence. These are very, very important things. You'll learn about it in NLP training too. How do you increase Jing? Oh, there are so many ways, Robin. So many ways. Most of them are secret. Revelation asks, would you say that following your heart/passion curiosity is a good step in establishing and strengthening one's connection with divine providence? Yes, if you accept that is a signal from the universe of what you came here to do, then it's a fast track to becoming the best version of yourself. Doesn't mean you won't have problems or obstacles. It does mean that you'll have the most fulfilling life that has the greatest amount of impact on people. Let's see. Angela Adhikari says, can epilepsy be cured holistically? Yes. Brent Baum discovered that many people who were suffering from epilepsy actually weren't suffering from different seizures. What they were actually suffering from was a relapse or a recurrence, a memory, a flashback to the original seizure. And by using holographic memory resolution, he was able to actually delete that memory, and they stopped having seizures. So if you want to consider that cured, yeah. I think epilepsy has a lot of different causes, and I think just, there's a lot of different ways you could approach that. B Sugar says, and you rock. You're one of the rare people who knows what he's talking about. I aspire to be as charismatic as you. It starts with identity by design and self-mastery supercharger. B McLeod says, thanks, David. I sing praises to you and how you explain your processes and how they affect one's neurology. Thanks to you, I have a deeper and broader understanding after years of much seeking. Thanks. God bless. You're very welcome. Nathan tiles the world. What do your personal daily wellness practices look like? Point to where I feel it, magic frame that shit. Everything I teach. Plus a lot of different energetic and meditative martial arts and mystical practices. But a lot of it goes back to clearing my shit. It really does. Right? Let's see. Cynthia, this is what lights up my life. Dogs, horses, animals, talking to and working with people who have addictions and how animals can... Good. Stay with it. Anthony Caruso, how would you explain someone who wants to quit drinking, that never has issues when they drink, besides excessive use, but always gets in trouble when they're sober? I would say they have a lot of anger. And they are constantly at war with the drinking allows them to relax and stop being angry. I would say it's probably anger. Again, you have to define what you mean by trouble, but I'm going to assume it's getting in fights and breaking rules and not liking being told what to do and stuff. Loose Truth TV, all my kind of people, sending y'all love. Love back, Loose. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but do you think it's possible to increase height at the age of 17 and improve eyesight using your teachings? Yes, I do. Is it probable? No, but is it possible? Yeah. I've seen crazier shit, believe me. I've seen crazier stuff. All right. Let's see here. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. All right, we're coming in on the home stretch. Ethereal Vic says, does liposuction change a person's personality? I do not know. I think it can change a person's personality, but not necessarily from the face reading perspective. I think it can change a person's personality based on their self-image, and that can cause them to be more confident, more outgoing, willing to put themselves into situations they wouldn't have put themselves in. Are you removing some kind of jing? Could there be a consequence to that? Possibly, but I don't know that it's a bad thing. Let's see here. How do you reframe distraction? Well, it's not that you're distracted, it's that you're focused on something other than what people want you to be pay attention to or focused on. That's how you reframe it. Antron Petty, I am able to just blast past my blockages and continue the exercises without framing. I truly believe in this and what you do, but I do have a fear it won't work for me. That's normal. Reframe the fear. When you have a fear that something won't work, and there's something, in other words, if you have something you want to change and then you have a fear that it won't work, the first thing you have to remove, or you have to use your technique on, is the fear itself. Fear is a negative manifestation generator. So you have to dissolve that and then go on, right? And if you don't think it'll work for you, have somebody else do it with you, right? Just that change in perspective can create tremendous amount of disidentification, which allows you to go meta to the problem. Ah, true. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger here. Anthony Crusoe says, Lo, you hit the nail on the head. What would you do to eliminate the anger? Spin it, magic frame, and color breathe it. Gray room, universal solvent, safe place. Use the transcendent emotion of kindness and compassion. Those are all things that will dissolve anger. I love this community very much. We love you back. Get Smart Quick says, yeah, it's a dope community. Well, I don't know if we use dope, but I'd like to think we have better things than dope. Nathan tiles the world. I've figured out many energetic things with my body on my own over the years through experimentation, but I struggle with tension feeling right on my forehead. Any meditation practices? I would frame it and spin it. What do I think of Neville Goddard's work? I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. I have never actually read any of Neville Goddard's work. But a tremendous number of people on this channel have and have compared what he teaches to what I do. So I'm just going to be honest. I've never actually read any of his stuff. So, but a lot of people say it's very similar to what I do or what I teach. So, again, nothing new on the planet, just different angles. Robin says, I love Planet David. Cynthia says, I have to go. Thank you, David. Many blessings. Many blessings back. Nathan says, wonderful live stream. Thank you. Get Smart Quick. Even though I solve most of my problems, I come back to Planet David. He the truth. Well, I don't know if I'm the truth, but I'm the flavor of the month. Let's see. Creative Raven, Psycho-Cybernetics answers the plastic surgery question by Maltz. Yeah, I would agree. All right. Feeling is the secret. I agree. All right. Well, listen, my kids are on their way. I haven't seen them in a week, but I wanted to take some time to connect with my extended family to let you know that there's more good stuff coming. We got a webinar coming up on Wednesday. It's Secrets of Human Influence. So for those of you who want to learn how to use the powers of persuasion and influence to get what you want in life and make people like, love, and trust you, I invite you to join us Wednesday. I believe it's the 7th or 8th at 4 p.m. Pacific. That being said, in the words of the immortal Carol Burnett, I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just got started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Have a great Labor Day. Please like and share and post your comments and opinions. Tell people about the channel. Let people know where they can go to get their questions answered. If you've learned something useful, if you've used something on our channel that's changed your life, tell people about it and pay it forward. Teach other people how to use what you've learned to make the world a better place and let your light shine. Good night and God bless.